What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking about another new show. Like I said, at least I believe I said it in a previous video, I'm going to be talking about Fairy Gone. Fairy Gone. Excuse me, man. Fairy Gone is another new show that just came out this spring of 2019, and I'm watching that alongside Demon Slayer. And when this is going to be like my first episode review, so it's going to be a little rough because I just started watching it. Well, I mean, I watched all 4 episodes like the morning that I recorded this video, but sometimes I don't be remembering stuff, and like if you watch my videos, you know that like I don't be remembering stuff. But anyways, so the first episode starts out when we're like in this war field or like a battle zone, and you see soldiers fighting. And like at that point in time, I'm already looking out for fairies. I'm like, where is these, so-called fairies, or like where is the magical abilities? You can't name a show fairy and then like not have magical abilities in it, man. So like I'm looking out already from the first episode. So after the war ends because the king declared that like the kingdom is now unified or whatever the case may be, and that ends the war. So we go forward to, I guess, like present time, and that's when we're introducing one of the main characters, and his name is Free, which is easy to remember but a weird name. But his name is Free. So they introduce us to Free, and apparently Free is what is called a fairy soldier. Fairy soldiers are humans who had fairies implanted inside of them. Now in this show, fairies look like pixies, kind of like the pixie from Zelda, but once they're inside your body, they act as like stands from JoJo. Like they act very similar to stands from JoJo, and I made a post about that, stating that because that's what they remind me of. So the fairies, once they're inside your body, act like stands from JoJo. So Free is at an auction, and apparently, I guess he's head of security because, at an auction, when you're auctioning off high value things, people will try to steal them. And that's what happened. So there's this woman who came up, her name is like Veronica, but they call her Ver. And she tried to make off with like this piece of paper. The piece of paper is from like this incredibly important book. There's 4 different ones. There's a black one and a white one, and I think a red one and a blue one. I think, like, forgive me if I'm wrong, because like I watched all this morning, so I'm probably missing some stuff, but it's all right. So she stole an incredibly important piece of paper that was being auctioned off, and then while she was still in the paper, they were shooting at her, and that's when we see our first fairy. So she pulls out her fairy, and like I like when they use their fairies, because like whenever they use their fairies, it has like this sound effect, and like it's really cool. But like my thing is, I don't know like the extent that they can use their fairies, because I haven't seen them use their fairies to the extent that like people in JoJo use their stands. So like I don't know if I can make an accurate comparison yet, because I would like to do something like that in the future, like Fairy Gone and the fairies versus JoJo and the stands. But anyways, so she using her fairy as like a protective barrier, basically, because like they were shooting at her fairy, and like I'm guessing the fairy was bulletproof because the bullets was just bouncing off of it. So she's running, and then Free chases after her because she's trying to escape, and then like they start engaging in combat with swords, and like they was like evenly matched, and she kept using her fairy against him. So he was like, well, I guess I'll let loose a little bit. Then he pulled out his fairy. His fairy is like this like wolf type looking thing. And like when it howls, it shoots like incredibly strong sound waves at you. So the 2 fairies is going at it, and then her and him is going at it. And then that's when we see this other girl, and she knows Veronica apparently from their childhood. And she hasn't seen Veronica in years. And she attempts to reach out to Veronica, but Veronica was like, the Ver that you knew is no longer, just forget about her. So apparently, like, they was auctioning off a fairy as well, So like a glass broke and like the fairy escaped the glass, and the girl like reached for the fairy, and then like the fairy like possessed her, and apparently it's very, very, very uncommon for a fairy to just possess a human naturally. And that was pretty much the end of the first episode. I've been saying throughout the whole video, I done watched. There's only about 4 episodes out right now, and I've watched all 4 of them. So like, stay tuned for more videos, and stay tuned for like more detailed videos. But like always, if you enjoy my content, hit that like button, subscribe, stay tuned for more.